Okay, here we go again. Right, come in here to get away from the wind, so that should be alright. Now, this morning's video has a comment on it that I am replying to now. I have brought the comment up here, I have written it out, and let's go for it. Okay, again, you want to throw out ethics and responsibility, the comment says. If my brain is braining and does whatever the fuck it wants to anyway, responsibility for my actions are out of the window. Now, this is the top half of the comment. The bottom half is a scenario imagined by the commenter where he goes to in Mendham and kills Gary and mentions Gary's surname in the video, in the comment. So my ethics say that that is more than rude because Gary does not use his own surname in his videos. That's why I have deleted this comment off down below that last video. So let's go again. Alright. You want to throw out ethics and responsibility. First thing to note here is you can note these with comments or people talking. You want to. This just is a signal that this is going to be more story stuff. This is going to be narrative. What I indicate over here, this is just going to be story stuff. You want to, as in what I want has got nothing to do with it. Throw out ethics and responsibility. Okay, we'll come back to that because besides the bottom bit where he says he can go and kill Gary, the middle, which is not of any importance, the middle paragraph, if my brain is braining and does whatever the fuck it wants to anyway, responsibility for my actions are out of the window. I don't think that adds up to much either, does it really? So let's just deal with the, again, you want to throw out ethics and responsibility. Okay. So, answering this in a way, we can deal with the more personal way, because I'll deal it in stories, or Hannibal Lecter. Now, I've not seen the movie or read the book, so I don't know what he did, but what we've got here is, let's make it simple, we've got could and should. Our ethics, joint, everybody's just about, says that Hannibal Lecter should not have done whatever he did. The question I was posing in my video that this is a response to is, could Hannibal Lecter have done any different? Do you understand? Ethics is not out of the window. That comes with the should, and we're all agreeing that he should not have done it. The question I am asking is, could he have not done it? Or if you think, because that's just a film and a book, that's too silly, Jeffrey Dahmer, who I believe did similar things, didn't he? We can agree he should not have done it. But could he have not done it? Hang on, I've got an idea. You wait there. If my knife is sharp enough. That's probably better. You still there? Plenty of these. This one looks a bit funny. Okay. Chopping board. Right. Chop down the middle. Let's forget Hannibal Lecter. Let's forget Jeffrey Dahmer. And let's all go back to something that we did in our teenage years, 17, 18, or whenever, teenage years, that we look back on and think we should have done better, or we should have done different. And we're going to ask, could we have done different? What I've done here, well, you know what it is anyway. It's 1/2, call it a melon, call it the tomato it is, whatever. We've taken a snapshot of time, a fraction of a second through time. Flup. Right through time. Let's say 1 trillion of these happen a second. It doesn't really matter, it's all just, they're just stories, numbers and things. This is the fraction of a second before you did what you should not have done. This is the fraction of a second after you'd done what you should not have done, or were considering it, or whatever. By saying I could have done different is to say that this is the slightly in the future slice, could be different to what it is. That is to say that this little pip jumps up here and that little pip jumps down there, instead of them being completely joiny. Effectively, that's the same as that. But that's just slightly different because it's the future one, and that's slightly different because it's the past one. It sounds horribly deterministic and mechanical, but as far as we know, that's how life works. That this, because of this is all in movement in time. We've cut through a whole moving thing of atoms and swirly, shitty little biddly, widdly, woozy, whizzy things. Whoosh, whoosh. This is them stuck in time. But they're on the move. And all I'm saying is they will arrive here because they've only got that much to go. That's where they'll be. And then you take another one, and it... This, you can say, causes that, or that is inevitable because of this. And there's no, this could be different. It can't be different because of this. And all the things that, you know, this is not really round. It's a, let's say it's a monstrous, infinite long sausage that we've cut into. Whatever. What we've got in the way we're educated and the way we learn about how you should do better and you could have done better is, I planned this, I brought this, I forgot the knife. There's an idea, sticking it into his hand, that there's an eye that runs through everything that can make these little molecular things bounce around all over the place, that's in charge of what happens between here and here. Dear listener, watcher, whatever, the nice people with white coats have not found one of these. All they've found is one of these and one of these, and come to the conclusion, because it always works out that way, that this lot in movement will inevitably cause that. As many times as you want to cut it, all up and down the sausage. Jeffrey Dahmer could not have done any different. You, the thing that you should have done different, you could not have done different, or differently. So, I'm not throwing out ethics. We can still say that we should have done better. What I am throwing out is No, we could not have done better. Or I'm not throwing that out, or that's what I'm saying. We could not have done better. I could not have made this video any differently. I could not have stopped hitting my knee with a piece of paper. I could not have, because of the entire things that happened beforehand. In the entire life of the universe has led up to me hitting my knee with that. And that sounds pathetic. But take it down to anything. There's no could have been different. There is no could have been different, because there's nothing to cause anything to be different. Unless you believe in fairies. Fairies could have come and caused things to be different. Okay, have that in your story, but have it in your story over here. It does not come over here in the we're trying to explain what happens in life. Ethics can work in the story and it can work over here, but the here doesn't work, doesn't deal with ethics. Ethics is a story and the ethics is not touched. We can still say Hannibal Lecter, naughty, Jeffrey Dahmer, naughty, what you did as a teenager was probably naughty. But you couldn't have done any different. It just had to be that way. Okay? Okay. Bye.